Hey everyone, and welcome to your Marine Discovery Lab Kits tutorial video from the Emerald Coast Science Center. For our first activity, we will be making a mini marine terrarium. For this activity, you're going to need a mini terrarium, some tweezers, some string, air dry clay, colored pasta noodles, and a turtle and a stingray figurine, and a bag of sand. The first thing we're going to do is snap our terrarium together, and then we're going to start building our ocean floor. So we'll take a layer of air dry clay and push it to the bottom of the hanging terrarium, lay it flat, form it into a rocky structure, or get creative with it. I decided to push down really good so that I could cover the whole floor. Don't use all of the clay, save some of the clay for later. Then you can add a layer of sand on top of the air dry clay in the hanging terrarium to create the beachy ocean floor effect. Now we can create our coral reef. Use the colorful pasta noodles to design coral reef structures and stick them directly into the air dry clay or sand. Stack, layer, or arrange them to look like coral formations found in shallow Gulf waters. Next, we are going to add our marine life. So place your mini turtle and your mini ray inside of the habitat. You might need to use your tweezers, but you can position them swimming near the reef or hiding near the sand. Next, we're going to secure our habitat. We're going to use those small pieces of air dry clay to help hold larger pieces in place if needed. Then we're going to make final adjustments so your ecosystem is balanced and visible from the front. Now we can add a little bit more sand, and we can even see our reef and animals. Does it look like a real underwater ecosystem? Every reef is unique, just like the amazing habitats found in the Gulf. For our next activity, we are going to be playing a game called Ocean, Roll, and Discover. So for this activity, you will need a cardstock template of a box. Then you will need a expo marker, glue stick, some crayons, scissors, your creature cards. You should have 4 of them. For this video, I am only going to be using regular paper. The first thing we are going to do is cut out our dice. Fold along the edges. We'll put glue on the flaps and shape the paper into a cube shape. Now we're going to decorate each face with your crayons, and we're going to label numbers 1 through 6. I've decided to do dice dots on mine, but you can choose however you would like to. So now it's time to discover your creature and its habitat by playing this game. So roll your dice and record each result on your laminated golf game sheet using your expo marker. Every roll adds a new part to your marine animal. So we're going to do 4 rolls and we'll do them together. Roll 1. What is your golf habitat? Let's roll and see what we get. 4. So we got deep gulf, so that's where our animal is from. Then we also are going to roll it again, and this one's going to be the body type. What does your creature look like? So let's roll again. I got 6, so that means my animal will have a burrowing body. Next, we are going to roll the dice again, and this will determine how our creature moves through its habitat. So let's roll again. We got 4 again, so that's going to be burrow. So our creature moves through its habitat by burrowing. And this is our last roll. So this roll is going to be determining our survival adaptation. What special feature helps your creature survive? Is it camouflage, bioluminescence, shell or armor protection, speed adaptation, filter feeding, or defense? So let's roll again. 4. We seem to be getting a lot of 4s, and that is going to be speed adaptation. Okay, so now using all of those characteristics, we are going to design our animal. So remember, my animal was from the deep gulf, has a burrowing body, burrows in the sand, and is known for its speed adaptation. So next we're going to take our creature cards, our creature creation sheets, and you're going to draw its environment. Draw your creature. Label its traits, habitat, movement, adaptation. Then you can name your creature. And then you can use your laminated sheet as your scientist notes before drawing. And here is my burrowing fish. That's Speedy. For our last activity, we are going to be making a penguin wobble bot. For this activity, you are going to need a blank CD, dome-shaped plastic lid, 2 AAA battery holder, 2 AAA batteries, a motor, a switch, green or yellow wire, 1 small eraser piece, a penguin template, an orange felt beak cutout, 2 glue dots, electrical tape, and 1 piece of teacher tape. First, we will remove all the objects we don't need and start with building our electrical circuit. So first, we're going to take the AAA batteries and put them into the battery holder. Make sure that you are putting the positive where the positive goes and the negative where the negative goes. Now we're going to connect our black wire to our switch. We'll do this by inserting the metal tip and twisting it so that it is secure on the prong of the switch. After that, we'll do the exact same thing, but with our yellow or green wire. Some of you might have yellow, some of you might have green, but in this case, they are the same thing. So we'll just use that metal tip and secure it to our switch, just like this. Then we are going to take the other end of our yellow or green wire and secure it to our motor like this. Once we have the metal secure onto our motor, then we can do the same thing with the other end of our red wire. Now that we have all of our wires attached, now you can press the switch to see if it works. It should vibrate. If it does, go ahead and turn it off. Now we're going to add our eraser piece onto our motor. There should be a metal piece sticking out of the bottom of your motor. Place your finger on the opposite end of this while you push the eraser piece gently onto that metal prong. Holding your finger on the other side, just make sure that the metal prong does not go through the other side of the motor. Now that we have all of our wires connected and the battery and the motor connected, we can start assembling our Wobble Bot. Take 2 glue dots, and we'll put one on each side of the bottom of the motor, so that when we place it on top of the CD, it stays secure like this. Now we will take our aluminum foil that has our electrical tape and gently peel off one piece, and we'll use this piece to secure our battery holder to our motor. So make sure the back of the battery holder is up against the motor and use the electrical tape to wrap around so that it stays secure. Now we're going to take our second piece of tape and we are just going to go back over that same spot to make sure that the motor and the battery holder are secure together. After we do that, and in between each tape placement, make sure you are checking your connection. Try to position your wires so that the switch is at the top, so that once you put your dome lid on, you can still access your switch through the hole in the lid. Now it's time to add our dome lid. So we'll put the dome lid on top of the CD and motor, making sure that the switch is coming through the top hole of the dome lid. Then we'll take our last piece of tape, break it in half, and use one for one side and the other for the other side, making sure that the CD is secure to the dome lid. Now it's time to add our penguin. So take your penguin and your small orange triangle, peel the back off of it, should be sticky on the other side, and place that triangle where the beak of a penguin would go. Then once your penguin is done, take your teacher tape, peel off each side, and stick your penguin to the dome lid, making sure that it is visible. Now make sure your switch is poking through the top, your eraser piece and metal prong is sticking through the bottom hole of the CD. Now turn your Wobble Bot on and watch it wobble. Alrighty, that is all I have for you guys today. We hope you guys enjoyed experimenting with science, and we'll see you again next time. Bye!